This cycle has been absolutely brutal, causing some of the most die-hard crypto fans out there to lose faith. Why? Well, BTC did go past its previous all-time highs, but that was 6 months ago. And most of the top altcoins didn't even get close to theirs and are now down like 90% from their recent highs. So people are understandably losing hope. But if you think about it, this shouldn't be happening, right? After all, we did get those long-awaited spot ETFs for both Bitcoin and Ether, and not only that, crypto has been endorsed by a major presidential candidate in a way that's never been done before. So the conditions seem ripe for an all-out bull run, but instead, this cycle has been nothing but a struggle. So we gotta ask, why is that? Well, in my opinion, there is one single culprit to blame for all of this, and it all comes down to one thing: dilution. You see, there's just way too many coins out there these days. It's gotten to the point where 1 million coins were minted in May alone. You heard me right, 1 million. To put that in perspective, that's double the number of coins that were launched on Ethereum for the entire 8-year stretch of 2015 to 2023. And all of it came in just 1 month. So that's a huge problem, right? Because no market in any industry can handle that amount of dilution. You see, there is a limited amount of capital out there that's looking to invest in crypto. And with this amount of dilution, it's getting spread too thin. That's why our OG projects such as ADA, DOT, or Atom haven't really gone anywhere this cycle. It's because capital is going into these newly launched coins rather than concentrating at the top. And that's a big problem because it keeps them from gaining momentum, which we all know is crucial for good price action in the crypto world. I'm actually willing to go even further here and bet that without all these new coins flooding the market, that many of our top coins would already be past their all-time highs right now and in price discovery mode. So yeah, clearly this dilution is bad for price. But that's not the only negative thing that's come out of this, as it's also making the whole crypto game a lot harder. Previously, if we put in the time to research projects, we had a great chance of picking winners and getting some nice gains. But with the sheer number of coins out there these days, this has become so much harder. And it's turning the space into more of a casino, where you kind of have to throw your money behind some random projects and pray for the best. So this combination of degeneracy and dilution is a lethal one. And that is what's killing this space. But anyway, so we know that dilution is the problem, right? But what's causing it though? Well, in my view, we need to look no further than pump.fun, a meme coin launcher platform that has taken the crypto world by storm. If it seems like a bit much to blame everything on just one platform, well, wait until you hear about how it works. So the platform allows you to launch a meme coin in one click. Like, you only need a name and a super short description, and no other info is required. Also, it used to cost around $2 in Sol to launch a coin, but a recent update made it free to launch one, meaning that there's really no barrier to entry at all. And then when we look at the site itself, it's clearly designed in a way to hook users. It has colorful graphics with all new coins flashing on our screen in yellow, which kind of makes it look like a slot machine trying to grab our attention. However, this has now gone even further, and users can host a live stream for their coin to advertise it. In fact, many people have resorted to extreme behavior and suggestive content to draw attention to their coins. All this means that with the cost being so low and the gamified casino element being so prominent, it should be no surprise that the site's usage and adoption is skyrocketing. In fact, since May, over 2 million tokens have been launched on pump.fun, and it really doesn't show any signs of slowing down, with thousands of new ones being launched daily as we speak. Now, there is another part of the story here, and it has to do with how fair their launches are. You see, once a coin on their platform reaches a 69K market cap, the platform automatically adds 12K worth of liquidity to the Radium DEX and burns the LP tokens. So this does seem like a fair launch on the surface, right? As it has no pre-sale and no team allocation. But if we look closer, we see a shady side of the platform, which I bet most of y'all are not aware of. First, we gotta look at the numbers and see if people are actually making any money from this. And for that, let me just say, it's not pretty. Just 1.4% of all coins launched actually hit that 69K threshold, meaning that more than 98% of all coins launched don't even complete the process. And then, if we dig deeper, we see that only 0.008% of coins make it to CoinGecko, and just 0.002% manage to maintain a $1 million market cap for a few weeks. So it's hardly the crypto dream that's being sold. Now, to be fair, we should probably expect this, given that these coins are being launched in the blink of an eye with no real tech or thought behind them. But there's actually something a bit darker going on here, as it turns out that the platform has become a hotbed for rug pulls. But wait a sec, if they're all fair launches and not controlled by insiders, then how can they be rug pulls? Well, there's a few different ways to do this, and people have actually turned it into quite the art form. One such person that made $200,000 doing rug pulls on pump.fun was even bold enough to share their process on a YouTube interview. If you're curious about how it works, well, it goes like this. First, a coin is launched and its price is pumped up by what seems to be hundreds of real buyers. However, what's really going on is that the scammers are using a ton of fake wallets and some tricky tactics to make everything seem legit. They then pay for the token to be promoted across the platform and across social media, while also doing wash trading to make it seem like its trading volume is booming. And then, when everyone is on board and the market cap is high enough, the scammers gather all their tokens into one wallet and dump it in one go, leaving everyone else high and dry. So although it says on the website that, quote, Pump prevents rugs by making sure that all created tokens are safe, well, in reality, it's the exact opposite. So the takeaway here is that things are looking bad for pump.fun users any way you slice it. But there is one group that's benefiting immensely from all this, and that's the platform and the team themselves. Last month, pump.fun found itself at the top of the weekly revenue charts, with over $10 million generated in just 1 week. That was higher than Solana, Tron, and even Ethereum's network revenue, by the way. And in fact, since the end of last month, the platform has made $100 million in fees. That's right, while the rest of the market was struggling, this platform that essentially promotes degenerate gambling was absolutely killing it. So in many ways, this is a metaphor for the state of the crypto world, right? And in my opinion, it's gotta change if we want another crazy bull run to come. But what can we do about it? Well, that's the thing. Because crypto isn't going to save itself. All of us are responsible for making that change and getting it back to its roots. The first thing that we gotta do is that we have to be honest and actually talk about what's going on and where we're headed. You see, the crypto space has a bad habit of being cult-like. Like if anyone speaks negatively about a project or platform, there's an immediate backlash of people accusing them of FUD. This is not healthy, as these conversations are necessary to keep things honest, and if there's something corrosive out there, such as pump.fun, then we gotta call them out so that people can be aware of it and can make better choices. However, this is all talk at the end of the day, and what really needs to happen is for the mindset of our community to fundamentally change, and that begins with you. The reason that pump.fun is doing so well is that because it taps into the part of our brains that wants that dopamine hit that comes from getting rich quick. It honestly seems like most people aren't prepared to play the long game and make sensible, well-researched plays that may need a bit of time to manifest. Everyone is chasing those 100x gains, and they want it by tomorrow or else they're not satisfied. And this leads us to a feeding frenzy around garbage coins with no use case. If all of us came together and shunned these type of projects or platforms, then the whole space would be better off and we'd be at new all-time highs already. That's why we need to be the change that we want to see. But yeah, while I do think that crypto is in a bad state right now, the key is how we react to it. After all, crypto is still an amazing space, and it has the potential to be a generation-defining technology that pushes us forward. But it's also fragile, so all of us have a responsibility to take care of it, and that all starts with how we act and the decisions we make. So while crypto may seem like it's dying these days, I predict that we will survive and will get back to bull market times by collectively shunning these platforms. By the way, that's just one of my predictions, but if you want to hear 10 other crazy predictions, such as new top 10 coins, or Gary Gensler getting fired, then you gotta watch this video right here.